Holly and Scott coming to you with the latest update on our construction project here in San Clemente. And today we're going to talk about what's been happening. It's drywall and stucco progress. So we're standing in front of the house right now, and you can see a huge pile of drywall trash. But Scott, why don't you tell them about the changes that have been happening with the stucco specifically? Because you can see some of it looks like it's already done.
Sure. Well, the stucco guys started yesterday on the final color coat. So on that top band of the architecture, they've got that white, smooth color coat of stucco on. So hopefully in about a week, we'll have the whole building stuccoed.
So why don't we talk briefly about the different stucco finishes? Is there one called sand? Is that right?
Yeah, there's a sand finish. There's like a lace finish, knockdown. Smooth is what's considered modern and definitely the best looking.
And is it the most expensive?
It is, of course.
By far, because it takes so much attention to detail. And it's coming out really nice, as you guys can see. Okay, let's go check out inside with the drywall. Here's a good example of the drywall that's in process. So Scott, why don't you explain this?
Sure. So the drywall, they hang it. We've got a whole crew of guys over here. They're eating lunch right now. I'm sure how many guys there are. Great crew. But anyway, they hang it. It's very heavy. They use 12-foot sheets of drywall, so there's less tape joints. And then they screw it about every 8 inches or so. In the old days, they used to use drywall nails, but now they use screws. And then on the corners, they put corner bead, which they can mud up against, and it gives a nice sharp corner. So then after the screws, you have to get a drywall inspection also. The city wants to see that there's enough screws in it and everything, and that it's done well. But then they put in tape in the joints, so they're called tape joints. So they put some drywall mud and they bury the tape into it and smooth it over. And then they also cover the screw heads with drywall mud also. So they put on mud and then they sand it. And then they put on mud and then they sand it. Usually they do that about 3 different times. And in this house, the ceilings are 10 feet tall. So they walk around on stilts to do all the tape joints on the ceiling. So
we'll have to get a shot of that. That's
it's
really
a process. And then also there's a texture on drywall. Traditionally, it's been like orange peel or knockdown, but the more modern look is to do smooth drywall. And that is, of course, more expensive and harder to get looking right, because in different lighting, you can see all the waves in drywall. So there's a lot of effort put into making it perfectly smooth. But this house is getting smooth.
Right now we're standing inside the primary suite bathroom, and I wanted you guys to see behind the walls with the insulation, because we didn't get to show you the insulation before. So Scott, show them what that looks like.
Well, insulation, there's different thicknesses or different ratings. It has what they call an R value. So there's different ratings for the walls and the ceiling. In this case here, this house is on a raised foundation, so there's actually insulation on the underside as well. But it'll help keep the house energy efficient, cool in the summer, warm in the winter. They also go around and they put like foam. If they see any little cracks or anything in the framing, they'll put foam in. They just want the house to be really airtight. And this is a good place to show you. This is in the master bathroom, and we put a lot of care. We're gonna have recessed, these holes are here because we're gonna have recessed medicine cabinets that sit inside the wall and flush with the wall. We've got electrical boxes and electrical wiring here because they're gonna have lights on them and illuminated. And then we designed it so that there's equal amount of wall space. We're gonna have 3 sconce lights here on the outsides and between the 2 medicine cabinets. So it's gonna look really great when it's done.
And I want to show one more thing. Why is this drywall a different color than that? What's the green?
This is called green board. So in wet areas, so basically under sinks, they put special drywall. It's called green board. Sometimes it's purple, but it's just kind of water and mold resistant.
Cool. So what is going on with all this rebar here?
So this is, we have a big concrete pour tomorrow. This is all prep for the driveway. It's gonna have to be put up, this rebar gets put up on concrete blocks so that the cement can get underneath it. It doesn't stay on the ground.
Okay.
I had to run and pick up
That's what they are,
more concrete blocks today. So they'll throw those in real quick in the morning. One thing that I like to do, this is a 3-car garage. a 2-car and a 1-car. One thing that I always like to do is I always like to make the driveway wider than the garage doors. So like over here on the left, I have the concrete go 3 feet wider than the door. So many homes, they do the concrete right to the edge of the door. But if you pull up and park your car here, then you're stepping out on the planter or something. So it's just much more comfortable to have the driveway wider than the doors themselves.
Like little wings of concrete extending out the end.
Yep.
Very handy.
And we had to, there's some good fall over here, so it'll drain well. We did have to, we're pouring a concrete pad over here. That's for the trash cans.
Okay.
Need a place for those. We'll end up having a fence here with a gate. So this will become like a private side yard. It'll give privacy to that bedroom. That's a bedroom window, bathroom window there. So, this is the side of the house, and it's a work in progress. So underneath the overhang of the structure, everywhere where there's under overhang, we're gonna have concrete down below, solid concrete. It's very important. It has to be, we have to have a certain gap against the wall between the stucco and the concrete, so that all has to be figured out. And of course has to slope away from the home. So when rain gets in there, or when you're washing down your concrete, it drains away from the home.
Yep.
I don't know if we've talked about it before, but we put this accent wood up in all the soffits of the home. It really elevates the home and gives it just a super high-end look.
Yep.
So over here, we have a couple pillars from the street level, which is higher. Those are about 42 inches. And then we have stairs coming down, and then we're gonna have separated concrete pads in here. We call those floating pads. So it'll have a space between them, and then we'll probably put in like artificial turf, or maybe some rocks. We'll figure it out. Over here, we have a fire pit going in. We had to hurry and get the plumber out and get gas to that, so that can be functional with natural gas. And then a seating area, concrete seating area around it. And all of these concrete areas are separated by planters. So we'll put in artificial turf or planters and mulch or whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yep, it's really coming along.
And then over here, we're gonna extend that wall up higher, and that'll be a fountain, water pouring down and out of it into like a trough in front of it. And then there's a big seating area around it as well. So we had to haul a lot of dirt out of this yard. The yard used to slope like this, and now we leveled it out. So we had to build this retaining wall around the perimeter. And then on top of that wall, we're gonna build a 3-foot high wood fence.
To give a lot of privacy, because the street's right there, and we've expanded the home so much on the lot, so the backyard is pretty small now. So the front yard can be more usable, especially if there's the equivalent of like 6 to 7 feet high of fence. If you want to hang out here around your fountain or your fire pit in the front yard, it's still like really enjoyable and will feel pretty private. This is one of the lower bedrooms, and I'm really excited because the floor is all put in here. You can see what the wood floor looks like. You can see the continuity of the color. It's not like a lot of high contrast. And the bathroom is already done. The floor is tiled, the shower's tiled, and the toilet's in. It's coming right along. Right now, we're standing in the primary shower. You can see it's really tall, and we did stone slabs on the wall. We think it came out beautifully. So rather than doing tile with a whole bunch of grout, we do full, big, long slabs. So,
Yep.
anything else you want to say about that?
Well, I mean, I think the slabs are beautiful. We had to go and pick out the specific exact slabs that you want, but it's, again, another really, really high-end finish in this home.
And did you end up getting matching stone floor or something real close?
I got a stone floor. It's not in yet, but it's very, very similar.
Yep. So it'll be like a very continuous look.
Shower is going to have a skylight. The skylight's not in yet, but I always want the homes to be as light and bright as possible.
Yeah, that's really nice. Well, that's it for now. Make sure you subscribe and catch us on the next one.